You've heard the headlines, the rumors, the stories, and now you'll hear it from me. I'm here to set the record straight and talk about what really matters. Unfiltered, unapologetic, real. It's time to get things off my chest.
This episode is sponsored by Rooms and More, the most powerful travel platform on the planet. Why pay more for travel when you don't have to? Go to roomsandmore.net, click on Try It Out, and see our prices compared to the major online booking sites. If you like what you see, use promo code OMC for a 50% discount. Off My Chest Sports Show is sponsored by Top Bet Plays. Are you ready to take your sports betting game to the next level? Look no further than Top Bet Plays on Patreon. Right now, you can get the rest of the baseball season and the full football season for over 40% off compared to the regular price of the full football season alone. That's the deal you don't want to miss. At Top Bet Plays, we bring you the best parlays, overs, and unders meticulously analyzed and designed to maximize your win. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or just starting out, our expert picks will give you the edge you need. Join our community today and gain access to exclusive betting insights, weekly picks, and detailed analysis that you won't find anywhere else. Head over to patreon.com/topbetplays and become a member now to start winning big.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Off My Chest on this beautiful August 7th day, 2024. I'm with my co-host, Loopy the Blogger, and the legendary Jose Canseco.
Let's go.
He does mean legend in my own mind, right?
Nah,
legendary, I don't know
I keep
about
saying
that.
it, man.
I'd rather have true sayer than legend.
Okay,
I like
true sayer.
that. True sayer.
True Sayer, okay. You still True Sayer, the legendary True Sayer.
True Sayer.
Okay, there. I like that one. I like that one.
I like that.
That fits me better.
You still a legend though.
Yeah.
My own mind, but I'm more of a true sayer than a legend.
So listen, you're either well, you might be a rat legend to some people.
You suck.
Because some of these guys
As
just
long
can't get
as it's
over
the
it.
truth, I don't care what you call me.
There's no forgiveness in the world of the humans.
No,
right?
Zero.
So listen, let's get right to it. So the White Sox have 21 game losing streak, right?
Bad.
Right? 21 games.
Michael Jordan couldn't save Chicago.
So I got a question for you. I want to know the mindset in that locker room. I know you don't have that many losses. I mean, what was the longest losing streak that you probably had? And then,
I think with the Oakland A's, one time, of course, we had an incredible team. I think we lost 5 games in a row or 6, and we're basically pulling our hairs trying to figure out what's going on. But, of course, we had a tremendous team. We're not supposed to lose 6 in a row. But here's what really happens. You know, every team comes out of spring training thinking that we have a great squad, we have a chance to win, and we stay healthy, and if our chemistry is strong, you know, maybe we can win a wild card position depending on who you are, right? But to lose 20 games in a row, is it 20 or 21?
21.
To lose 21 games in a row, seriously, after 7 or 8, you're thinking to yourself, especially as a manager, the coach, what do I say to these players? What do I do? Who do I get rid of? What does the ownership have to do? Some type of trades, bring up some minor league players, send down some major league players? I mean, you start scrambling. Then you maybe make some small decisions or kind of stick with your group and say, you know what? They're going to get out of it. They're going to turn it around and do a lot better. But hold on. What happens is sometimes is you stay with that same squad and you start spiraling down deeper and deeper. You get deeper and deeper into the quicksand. All of a sudden you're at 11, 12, 15 losses. And now you're thinking, oh, my God, the fans are losing their minds. We're not drawing at the ballpark. Our players aren't hitting. Everything, you know, when you lose 21 games in a row, everything that couldn't go wrong goes wrong.
Can they still make money that way?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. They still can make money, but, I mean, you're not getting the hits. Other teams are getting breaks. Umpires are calling that close pitch against you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Umpires are not giving your pitchers that pitch that you should get. Bad bounce, errors, untimely poor hitting, meaning you're leaving a lot of men on base. I mean, everything, you have to be doing so many things wrong to lose 21 straight games, it's incredible. Now, by that time, if the organization has made some type of major change, meaning trades, meaning send down some of your major league players, bring up a lot of minor league players, give them a chance. After 21 games, you realize, okay, we're not going to win this. We're on salvage mode.
They had La Russa last year. He not even La Russa could save them.
No one can save a situation.
You go play
like
for
that.
the White Sox right now?
I could if I can hit, but I'm 60 years old. I mean, they blow 70 mile per hour fastball right by me. No,
Right.
absolutely not. But a lot of things have to be going wrong for them, and everything has to be going right for their opposing teams that they're playing against. But I've never even heard of that. It must be desperation mode that they're in, and it's almost like right now they have the attitude. You know what? Don't try so hard. At least let's go out there and have some fun.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can change in the sense of mentally, psychologically out there. Don't try so hard. Don't take the game so serious. Guys, win, lose, or draw. Let's go out there to have fun. And I think right now they're in that type of a mode to where, you know what? Let's have fun. Let's put this behind us and start from here.
Let me ask you a question, Larry.
Hold on, before you.
Real quick, because I'm kind of slow. How you think the energy is in that locker room with the manager and the president, or what up? You know what I mean? Like the motherfucker on top of him.
Well, listen. As someone who bets games and watches games, I think for them, it's probably a more teachable. It's becoming more teachable lessons, and probably molding the younger players. Probably trying to get the older players to say, "Hey, I'm trying to get you shipped out of here to make the playoffs," or whatever it may be. Or listen, we're in rebuilding. You're stuck with us. Let's go. Let's just go out here and play fun. At this point, they have nothing to lose. So I will say that I think in a couple of weeks or so, when they kind of get a win or two, they might go on a nice little 3-4 winning game streak because they have nothing to lose at this point. Probably bringing young men from the AAA system to come up to give them an opportunity. Yep. I think they're just in teaching mode right now, and not to be embarrassed. Try not to be embarrassed. At some point, pride has to kick in. But now I want to get to a question for you, because he can't be the only loser up here on the panel. Have you ever had a losing streak yourself?
Absolutely. I definitely have. My losing streak was different. It was at least 10 years. At least 10 years. Until I moved to Florida.
That's a long one, Loopy.
Yeah,
God damn.
10 years. And then I moved to Florida, started getting some vitamin D, whatever they call it, pause. And shit started changing. And then I ended up in Vegas, and now I'm here with you guys.
Yeah,
so I call this a winning streak.
Now you're in the goddamn Twilight Zone with us.
Yeah, exactly.
I call this shit a winning streak because it was. I definitely went through it.
Anything's better than that, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, listen. Let's jump over to the trade deadline. There was a lot of things that happened. There's a lot of things that are going on. So I want to know who got the best. I'll start with you, Loopy. Okay. Who got the best trade? I kind of have an idea who you're going to say.
I'm not going to say the Yankees because the Yankees got Chisholm. The Dodgers got
But the Yankees did that. It was a good trade.
Yeah, they did good. Yeah, as soon as they got him, the kid hit 3 home runs and had like 6 RBIs in the first 2 or 3 games.
I think that was like some history made there too.
Yeah,
first player
against the Philadelphia Phillies, who are supposed to be the best team in baseball. You know what I mean? Jazz Chisholm went in there and rocked you out of sleep. The Yankees ended up sweeping Philadelphia, so that was good for me. And the kid is smoking. He's got about 9 hits since he's been a Yankee, 8 RBIs. The kid is a 240 hitter. Jonathan Papelbon was on Twitter talking hella shit. The Yankees just traded for a career 240 hitter, and he was saying a lot of sour shit that I can't repeat on the show. I could, but I don't want to. And he came out the gate smoking. That's what happens when you put on the pinstripes. It's a different vibe. It's different coaches, different doctors. It's the real deal. You know what I mean? So, look, the Yankees got Chaz. The Dodgers got Flaherty. He made 1 start, won 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks.
So I'm saying, who got the better trade? Who do you think got the better trade of everyone? That's what I want to know.
I want to go. I would probably say the Seattle Mariners, between the Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres, because the San Diego Padres went in on their bullpen and they built their bullpen to strength. So they're cooking right now.
So what do you think? Do you think Chisholm changes the dynamics for the Yankees right now, coming in with a little swag, a little pizzazz, got everybody hyped up? Do you think that helps them?
What you look at in a trade is forget who's in the trade. You look at an individual that's going to make an instant impact to your organization right away. It doesn't matter if it's a player that hasn't had any impact in the past or didn't have any impact to an organization or wasn't a power hitter. Teams do a trade for a specific reason. They want an instant impact in the lineup, in the clubhouse, and to shake things up. Yes, Chaz right away came in, and even Judge said it.
Shook shit
Not
up.
only is he an impact in the clubhouse, not only his attitude, he's a go-getter. His bat showed everything. Home runs, on base, playing tremendous third base. The Yankees desperately needed a guy like him to have the other pitching staffs focus on just Aaron Judge and Soto. Now they have Chisholm, and all of a sudden, all the other players are coming alive.
Yes.
They're following his lead.
Yes.
So a lot of times you look for a spark plug in the lineup. It's the instant change, the instant benefits that any player can bring at any point in time. And let me tell you something. The Yankees needed him desperately.
Thank you.
So I got to make a point. There was a former Yankee. I can't think of his name. Left-handed batter. He was full of pizzazz. He played tough. I watched a video where he said that when he put that Yankee jersey on, he felt like and this is his quote.
Is he a first baseman? Remember who's the first baseman?
I can't think. I forgot who it was. I watched the video last night. He said he was a spunky player too. So when he put on those pinstripes, he felt like a fucking hero.
It's a straight superhero.
Did you feel that way when you put them on? Or you didn't care.
Actually, yeah. I felt like, it was funny because I always wanted to play for the Yankees. I thought my character and my type of player fit more in New York than in the Oakland environment. So once I got I didn't get traded over there. They picked me up on waivers. They stopped other organizations from getting me because, I hit the Yankee pitching very well. So when I got traded over the Yankees, I felt amazing. I was healthy. It's the only time in my career where I was 100% healthy and did not play because, of course, Torrey had his player set up already who he wanted to play out there. And Torrey told me that once they picked me up on waivers. But, the atmosphere's a little different. The ballpark's a little different. The fans are a little different. In Yankee Stadium, let me tell you something about those fans. You're either a god or you're a dead body.
Yeah.
Either you perform or you don't, and you better perform.
Yeah.
So as a player, like I was, a power hitter, a big, strong power hitter. Yes, when I got in the lineup, especially against the teams that potentially could have gotten me on waivers and could have been a distraction for the Yankees down the playoff situation, which were, I think, Oakland and the Boston Red Sox. I specifically played against those teams, and I hit quite well. So I remember hitting a couple long home runs in the Yankee Stadium, and the fans went nuts.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They went crazy. So, the fans, they're hyper aggressive. They know baseball, but let me tell you something. If you struggle, they don't give a shit who you are or how much money you're making. They're going to let you know. They're going to hound you. They might boo you off that stadium. That's why the one time I said that, Aaron Judge last year, don't sign with the Yankees because this man led all of baseball in home runs. He struggled a little bit, and then they were booing him because he wasn't hitting. Same scenario this year. In the beginning of the season, he's struggling, and they're booing the man. Yeah. But look what he's doing right now, leading the whole world in every category. So Yankees are very fickle fans, and they will let you know it if you're struggling amongst and beyond any other fans. But when you're hitting well, boy, will they treat you great down there.
Yes.
So my biggest take was I felt like the Padres really did a lot of damage. They got the first base. They went and pillaged. They went and pillaged Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's the first baseman? Luis Aronia, what I think his name.
Luis Araya.
Right.
Yeah, we was talking about him a couple years ago. He almost hit 400. Remember?
That was a great pickup, and I felt like by them doing that, they were sending a message. They quietly got him earlier in the season.
Yeah, not even trade deadline.
And then they went and got out. They went and got this. So I look for the Padres to kind of come in to let the Dodgers know, hey, we're not afraid of you. We're ready to play a little bit. So I'm going to say I feel like the Dodgers got a great pitcher, which they needed. I feel like they need to get Mookie Betts back and get into the lineup. I feel like Seattle did a really good job, but I feel like the best team that really picked up and did well was probably the Padres. I
Yeah,
feel
the
like they
Padres
did
did-
things a little bit earlier in the season to kind of solidify what they were doing. So I'm looking for the Padres to make a run here. And they really need to make a run. They have a great team. I don't know how you feel about the Padres with their lineup with
Tatis, Machado.
yeah, Machado.
El
Yeah, but you know what? No
Chinito.
one. I see their players. I know their players, but no team has more potential than the Yankees do. If the Yankees just get their chemistry down right and just play together and play to their potential, I mean, Lemieux isn't hitting at all.
No, he's hitting right now.
Well,
a little something.
what he's hitting 200.
No, I'm not going to say
Okay,
that.
but Lemieux
he's been
historically is a
heating up.
320, 330 hitter.
He walked off the other day.
What happened to him?
Injuries,
He forgot
Bob.
how to hit. No injury, nothing. He's at plenty at bats. If you look at his at bats, his bat speed is slow, his hands are slow, and he has no power. Just take a look at the quality of at bats he's got. He's probably injured right now, and he's not telling anybody. This guy should be hitting 300 every year. That's the type of player he's been in the past. What's going on with him? Giancarlo Stanton, what is going on with this man? I mean, this man is almost an automatic out. He looks like he doesn't want to play. He looks like he has no enthusiasm. He looks like he strikes out. And he just walks up, oh, well, I struck out. So what? I got a huge contract.
Deal with it.
He's got so much raw potential. It's incredible. But then again, no one's taken him aside and switched him around. His batting stance is awful. His approach is awful. He's 6'4", big of a body like mine. He stands so far away, looking at the ball with one eye, and then his first movement is towards the ball, then he pulls the bat across the plate. That's horrible hitting technique. Every time he hits the ball hard, it's down, it's a line drive that could be turned into a double play instead of a fly ball. They need to change him around a little because he's got way too much potential. You've got a couple guys on that team. And Volpe's hitting what? 220. Your other kid, the one with the chains.
Verdugo.
Verdugo.
They all heating up
No,
right now.
no. You
The
have-
Yankees are averaging 8.5 runs a game, Papa.
Well, now, but let me tell you,
Since All-Star.
good pitching has shut them down. And another thing, Major League Baseball doesn't know how to get Judge out. I'm going to show you how to get him out. Couple things. You have to have a little help from the umpire to get him out. And Judge knows this. You got to keep the ball in two spots, knee high and below the strike zone on the outside part of the plate, or up and in at him. Otherwise, walk him. Hopefully, the umpire will call that pitch down and away off the zone by about 2 or 3 inches. But now and then, you got to pitch him up and in. If not, just walk the man.
I saw 2 games last week that we bet on, and I could not believe that they pitched to this guy. I was like,
He's on fire.
no man on first base, and before I knew it, I looked up, crack, home run.
Yeah.
I'm like 2-0, 2-1 count. What
And
are
he's
you
killing
doing?
hanging sliders, guys. This man does not miss a hanging slider. Stop throwing him that backup hanging slider that just spins. That's the worst pitch you can possibly throw him. If I were Major League Baseball, other teams, sinkers. Hey, here comes a sinker. I'll throw you sinkers all day long. Try to get that airborne. But that hanging slider and that change up, that backs up, just floats over the plate, he's crushing that ball.
All right, listen. Let's go. Let's take it here from here on out. Right now, playoffs start today. World Series start today. Who you got in the National League for the championship?
Dodgers.
Okay. Who do you have? Dodgers. Who do you have for the National League?
Nationally,
Yes.
look what happened last year.
I don't know. We just give us the pick. Come on. What do you mean? Look what happened last year.
And Dodgers only because Ohtani's going to come back.
He's already come back.
He's going to
He's
pitch.
balling. He hit a home run.
He's going to pitch. No, he's going to be pitching.
Oh, in the playoffs.
I truly believe it 100%.
So there you go. So come on. Who you think? Padres?
Dodgers.
Dodgers. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say. I think the Padres kind of they don't take advantage. I think they kind of pissed the pants in the playoffs.
Absolutely. I could see that happening.
But I think the Dodgers are going to be there. So and you think in the American League? Well, who do you think the American League?
Yankees.
Dude.
No, but they're going to put it together. The problem is that
What are you,
they're
fucking bugging?
very inconsistent. They're very inconsistent. Hopefully, Judge and Soto and Chisholm, the new kid, they don't go on a deal at any point in time. But the problem is that if their fillers in, their leadoff hitter, they're fourth, fifth. If those guys can pick it up a little bit and maybe up their batting averages a combined 10 to 15 points, definitely the New York Yankees.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, you got to start watching some baseball because Volpe's killing. The kid with the chains.
Yeah, but he's very inconsistent. They're very inconsistent.
I'm telling you, they're averaging 8.5 runs a game.
But that's what they do.
Then
They get killed 4, 5, 6, 7 games.
People are coming back. Rizzo's going to come back. Pitch is going to come back. We're good, man. I'm telling you.
Where are you going to put Rizzo in the lineup? Where are you going to put him in the lineup?
I'm sorry.
To bat,
to do what? Have you seen his power numbers before he got injured?
He probably was injured before.
First of all, he's non-athletic. He can't run at all. He's almost every time he hits the ball on the ground, it's a double play. Lately, he's got no power unless he pulls the ball. And before his injury, he was struggling major. So where are you going to put him? You're going to sit down that rookie kid?
Who, Ben Rice?
Yeah, you're going to sit down Ben Rice over Rizzo? I take Ben Rice all day long.
Fuck out of here.
All day long.
No, come on.
Let me go back. I'm going to go ahead and change my National League. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Phillies. I forgot about the Phillies. The Phillies are balling. Okay. The Phillies are a great team. I think the Philly fans are a lot more enthusiastic about baseball. I think when it comes time for the playoffs, the Philly fans are gonna help their team, will their team into the championship in the NL. And I know people are gonna think I'm a little crazy for this, and I feel like Baltimore, and I feel like the team that's playing like a little different to me is Boston. And I don't know about the pitching and whatnot, but I just feel like Boston has something about them right now that they're consistent, they're playing well. I feel like Seattle is trying to get over the hump, but I feel like Boston is the team that's going to sneak up on everybody and get to the World Series and play the Phillies. I'm going to go on a limb right now and say today, I can change my mind, we can change our mind in 2 weeks, but today I'm going with the Phillies and Boston. And that's going to be my World Series lineup.
It's all going to depend on what key players get injured, especially pitching staff, key players, starters.
Exactly.
It's all going to depend on that. 30 days from now, we're going to see, so-and-so was out, he got injured. Look at how this changed the whole structure of the game. Whole different ball. That's what's going to depend on, to be honest. If key players of certain teams, especially starting pitching staff players, get hurt, watch. That's what I'm going to do with it. And it always happens that way. Always happens that way.
Okay. So now we'll go ahead and take a commercial break, and we'll get right back to you guys right after these messages.
Tenemos que pagar los biles.
Hey, what if I told you that you could own your own travel platform and it would beat the rates of all of the major online booking engines? Your own portal that allows you to save money on your travel, and you can book for others and pocket the difference since your rate will beat the online big names. The best part is that your site has the exact same inventory that they do. Go to roomsandmore.net and use promo code TRAVEL4LESS to receive 50% off.
Good morning. Welcome back to the show Off My Chest with Jose Canseco and Loopy the Blogger. I want to jump right into this. You might have to sit this little segment out for a second because
I'll take a nap over here.
My
brain's worn out anyways.
Listen, what we are going to do is we're going to make some bets with you. We're going to teach you how to gamble a little bit. I know you know how to play poker on the plane and you know how to play Tonk. Did Ricky Henderson teach you how to play Tonk?
Yes.
You know how to play Tonk? Yeah. That's the hood game, right?
That's the hood game.
All right, so listen. I wanted to show Loopy this because we talk about parlays and straight bets, and I've been trying to, get Loopy to understand the parlay game and how I feel like parlays are for suckers. Not saying that I haven't bet any parlays in my life. I have, but when I started betting straight bets, and you can follow me on Top Bet Plays on my Patreon. It's $1.99 a month. You get all the games that we put out there every day. But I've been trying to explain to him how I feel like there's a new generation of lollipops, suckers, and hi. So what I'm saying to him is I saw a post that really kind of pissed me off. I'm not going to say who they are because they could be potentially sponsors one day. But I saw this post on the betting streak. $10 money line better would be up 122,259, right? Then I saw, soon as that post hit, I saw another post that said you'd be up if you bet $20 on the White Sox and rolled it over, the same thing, right? 96,972. So the question is, which one of those is right? Because $20 got you less than the $10 got you more if you rolled them both over. So I'm a little confused.
I'm going to go with less.
So my thing is, either way,
My
what
math is
frustrates
trash.
me is what frustrates me about betting is that when you're betting these games, and I know you guys weren't allowed to bet on games. I don't know if you know anybody that was betting on games. If you had that anything happen, the locker room chatter was, "Hey, tell Jose not to hit any home runs today. We need to lose this game."
My expertise was steroids and not betting.
So there was never any chatter in the locker room.
No.
Nothing there.
You never got approached by the mob.
I didn't say that, but
Okay.
not on betting on baseball and stuff like that.
I got you.
John
All right.
Gotti wanted steroids.
All right, so now when I tell Loopy is that, these guys, they put out these parlays and they make it seem like they have these lottery tickets, $5 that pays, $100,000 for these teams, and I think it's bogus. So I wanted to put that up there to kind of show you guys that when you're betting, the true bet is a straight bet. It's hard enough to win a game, let alone
Straight bets get the check.
Yeah, straight bets get the check. That's what it is. So listen, we're gonna go into this next segment. I'm gonna roll you back in, and Loopy's gonna start betting. He made his first straight bet,
And I won.
and he won.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That
we
means
had
you're
a
straight, Loopy?
Yes,
Made a straight
Born
bet.
straight.
Okay.
Now he couldn't help himself. He had to shoot himself in the arm and bet a little parlay.
Yeah, spare change.
Yeah, a spare change that's going to knock his parlay money down if he loses. But hey, I'm trying, right?
He got through to me.
Right. Listen. Okay. So now let's get to this right now.
Oh,
Let's go into this segment about champions or players that we feel that could potentially be superstars. I mean, obviously, Aaron Judge. You said the other day he's the god. You think? I mean, you do everything, but I'm not going to even say it to Aaron Judge. You love him that much. You're a Yankee diehard fan.
No head, though. No head.
I'm curious, though. I'm really curious. Are there any other superstars? Now, I'm going to say some names, and then I want you to break them down. So, and I think that these players, I feel bad because I like to explain this. Just because they don't play in L.A. or New York, does that make them not superstars?
Only people who don't watch baseball think that they won't be superstars because they don't play in those big markets.
All right, so listen, here's the thing. Is this player a superstar? Bobby Witt Jr.
Could be.
So
I don't think not yet. Let me see this next year.
if this guy played in New York, would he be a superstar the way he's playing?
No.
Definitely
Let me tell you,
not.
I think Loopy has a point. I think he's a little more consistent away. I think he's one more year away. I think he has to prove himself a little more to be put in that category of a superstar, like maybe some other player you're going to mention. But he could be. But in my eyes, in my expertise, he's not there yet. I
Not
think
yet.
a little bit more
Play
time,
for the
and
Dodgers?
he might be.
Rachel, can you bring the crack pipes over here, please? They need some crack pipes in front of them. Because if he played for the Yankees or the Dodgers, he'd be a star.
I think that's BS because real sports fans know the game and they don't care if you're in Milwaukee, if you're in Cincinnati, if you're in a shitty state. If you're a true superstar or coming into form to be a superstar, then they'll let the world know. But he's getting a lot of love out there. Don't get me wrong. Kansas City, the Royals won the World Series a couple years ago versus the Mets. What, 10 years ago? Like, they're all right. You know what I mean?
You're bugging.
And real sports fans don't care
bugging.
if you're in the Dodgers or you in the Yankees, you in Philly. Real
When
sports
Robinson
fans,
Cano left the Yankees, did you hear anything about Robinson when he went to
he
Seattle?
fell off the map, my brother. He was on PD and he fell off. He didn't know how to fuck around. He ain't keep shooting up. He did something wrong. He fell off the map, nigga. Like, come on.
Is that true?
They
You think
put his
that's
shit
true?
on blast
Hold
and
on.
he fell apart. Like, that shit ain't. When he was with the Yankees, they were calling him the baby young, Caruth? Ray Caruth? Oh, that's his grandfather, his uncle. He got to fucking swing like him, like a lefty. Come on. It's not my fault. He got caught up and did some dumb shit and chased the money, and then he got caught zapping in his ass, and he got fucked over, nigga. And once that pressure hit him, he fell apart.
So,
In lesser words, yes, he's accurate.
all right, okay, all right.
Pretty
all right.
accurate.
So let's see. So there's a kid that plays for. There's a couple younger players that I like. The pitcher out of Oakland,
Bobby Miller.
Miller. Wow.
Is he a star or is he not a star? Could he be a superstar?
He could be. Let him feel. Right now he's on Oakland. Let him come to New York or to LA or to Philly and feel that pressure when you up by 1 point and you pitching with 2 strikes, bases loaded, and 3-2 count. Let him come and feel that. But he's coming. He's forming.
He's a definite star because he has star qualities. He's
Okay.
got the height. He's got the look. He's got the demeanor on the mound. The kid throws 100+ mile per hour. He's got incredible control and doesn't care who's hitting. It doesn't matter. I would love to see this kid face Aaron Judge more and face the top hitters in baseball more. I guarantee you, this kid Miller will be on top every single time. His ball is explosive. His arm is explosive. And the kid should be a model. I met him when I was down in Oakland last week. I stood next to the kid. He dwarfed me in height. He has a baby face. Looks like a 18-year-old kid and a body of a grown god. This kid's going to be amazing. He is amazing. When he becomes, if he ever tests the free agent market, which I believe he is, at some point, if he's healthy,
If he's standing in Oakland, he's testing the free agent
he's
market.
going to. And I'm just saying they're going to have to open up the bank for
Absolutely.
this kid because he could be a starter too. But if you stand next to these kids, and I'm 6'4", 260 pounds, and the guy, I felt like nothing beside him. He's a monster, and his looks, he could be a model.
He's a
and
hunk.
his demeanor
He's a hunk.
in the demeanor on the mound, his presence, and he's blowing fastballs by anybody and everybody. Superstar qualities, absolutely. Is he there yet? I think he is because he's a huge name. It's not just your performance, it's how you represent the organization. If everyone knows you, what do you do that's so different? The hardest throwing reliever is himself and another pitcher I saw the other day. I can't remember.
Paul Schemes?
Well, Scheme's a starter. We'll talk about him too. But for right now, Miller, right on the cusp of being a superstar. But to me, he's got all the qualities.
All right, so the next guy I was going to say is Paul Schemes.
Yeah.
Or Schemes, whatever his name is.
Definite superstar. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Kid's
So-
a stud.
So he's a stud in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Pittsburgh. So you
Pittsburgh,
guys,
they ain't no chumps over there, Papa. They balling.
no, Pittsburgh's
They ain't
playing well.
playoff contention. They playing. They
I
playing
guess
some
what I'm saying
competition.
is, who scoops him up?
the Yankees. Hello.
Dodgers? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like
They're
these
trying
guys.
out to be future Yankees or future Dodgers.
Look, the problem is that Yankees have to win now. The Yankees are one player away. I truly believe the Yankees are one pitcher and one high average on base individual from winning it all. If the Yankees can get their heads out of their ass and not rely so much on Judge and Soto and they're so close to winning it all. I believe one starting pitcher and one position player, but this is a high on base guy
Yeah.
who does fundamentals, slaps the ball the other way, hit and run, can steal some bases, can create havoc on the bases. They're two players away of winning it all easily, but let's see what happens.
Now,
I say one player away. A
Even
pitcher.
one, even a pitcher, even one. But
It can even
two,
be in the bullpen.
but two will secure them.
you guys are delusional. You guys are both Yankee delusional. I'm willing to bet you guys dinner. I'm willing to bet you dinner. What's your favorite
I'm
restaurant?
expensive now. I'm not gonna.
I get with the program.
I'm a huge seafood guy. Steak
Listen,
and lobster.
This guy was friends
We'll-
with
we'll-
McDonald's.
We're not promoting.
man.
No.
No, we'll
restaurant.
go to a restaurant that I know that has all you can eat
Oh,
lobster.
you can eat what?
No, listen.
Denny's all you can
No,
eat?
no. This is one of the best hotels in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Has the best seafood. I'm not gonna, like you said, we're not gonna say no names, but it's the best. I promise you. Everything in this hotel is the best. If
And
you
the
know,
only
you know.
reason you eat them free is because they're probably members in there. They got like a platinum fucking
Yeah.
service.
Yeah. Trust me. So now let's go here. Whatever you want to bet too. You want to bet a parlay? Man, you can do. Man, you're betting a little different. Man, you can bet a straight bet.
Nah,
you
I'm
give me
doing
$100
bets.
straight bet.
I'm doing straight bets.
Listen, I'm that confident that I'm going to go on a
Money
limb and
line
say
straight bets.
I'm
Fuck
going to
the
go on a
1.5.
limb and say the Yankees don't have it. That streak when they won, what was it? They lost 20 out of 30 games or something like that. That damaged them. The kid Chisholm is there. He's playing well, but
You can't keep it up, obviously.
there
Nobody
you go.
can keep
Yeah,
that up.
there you go. That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
Bro, A couple of teams went through bullshit.
No.
The Dodgers went through bullshit.
Not like that.
It's a weaker division, my brother.
No.
The NL's caca.
No.
If you want to be technical.
Are you serious?
Come on, man. That's not.
You're not even close.
The American League is dogs, bro.
Listen,
dogs.
The
Straight
Phillies.
dogs.
The Phillies.
Bruh.
The Diamondbacks.
Even the Phillies
The
are going through that
Padres?
bullshit right now.
Nah,
the
listen.
Phillies are going through bullshit right now.
They are, but
Chris
not like
Sanchez is a bum.
Not like
Your
the
man
Yankees.
was 9-1 before the All-Star
Not
break.
like the
Haven't got a win since.
You guys heard it from me first. The Yankees will not make the World Series. I'm telling you now. Hate me all you want. Get mad at me. Say what you want. I'm a bettor. I've been betting since I was 16 years old. I'm 51. Listen, they will not go to the World Series. I promise you they're not. They're not ready. It's not. All them home runs don't mean nothing in the playoffs. Good pitching wins playoff games.
Right.
And we got all that.
I'm telling you now. We
got all that.
You got Cortez. He looks like Mario Brothers' little cousin.
It's all right, but he's cooking.
Listen, he's a good pitcher. I like him, but he, no disrespect. Now, listen. Let's talk about the real guy. Let's talk about the real superstar and the real player and the real. We always say Ohtani is a superstar. Listen, Ohtani's a superstar to me. Not that he's not a great player, because he is, but I feel like there's a young man that's better than everybody in baseball right now, and I'll take him right now.
Better than everybody in baseball?
Everybody in baseball that I feel he's the best player in baseball. He's 23 years old. Wow. He is phenomenal.
Maybe gonna be.
He has all the tools right now.
But there's no way he's the best
He needs to
player
work
right now.
on his defense a little more, and that's De La Cruz. Is he a superstar?
Absolutely. 100% stud, 6'7" shortstop, amazing hitter,
Gunner.
tremendous speed, hits line drives 450, 500 feet. The kid can do it all. He turns doubles into triples, singles into doubles. He puts so much pressure on your defense, it's incredible. And have you ever, the kid's 6'7", playing shortstop?
Yeah,
do you understand that there's nothing normal about that?
A man-child.
That's an anomaly. And he throws across the field, across to 100 miles an hour to first base.
Yeah, absolutely.
When's the last time you even seen
But
that?
do you need all that speed?
Speed.
He's a show. He's a show.
I'm talking about like throwing 100 miles
Yes.
an hour to the
100%.
Come on.
I don't know why he's
That's why he got so many fucking errors.
No,
he's
why he got so many
6'7".
errors.
He's an entertainer.
I
Listen,
get it.
entertainer.
Aren't they all?
No,
He's
The
6'7".
kid is a superstar. He is a superstar.
he's an
He's
entertainer.
the best. Listen,
Kid's amazing.
He's not the best player in the league.
You
He's hitting 260 right now, my brother.
260. That's not bad.
Yo, bro, Aaron
Hey,
Judge
don't
is
make-
hitting like 321.
Don't make
Listen.
fun of 260 hitters.
Listen,
No
he's
way.
the number 2 hitter in the lineup.
That's not
if
my
you put
problem.
him. If
Aaron
you
Judge has
listen,
103 RBIs, like 82 hits.
this kid has 20 home runs in the number 2 spot. What are you talking about? The kid
But
has.
you can't,
That
but you
doesn't
can't
make him the-
compare him to Aaron Judge.
No,
No way.
listen.
Listen, Aaron Judge is in a universe all by himself. Leave him alone on his planet.
What makes him
He-
that? What,
he-
because he hits home runs?
Everything.
He does
Does he?
everything, though.
He doesn't steal bases. He has 5 stolen bases.
He don't
on a
have
year.
to steal. Once
No, he
comes
does.
up, there's people on base.
What I'm saying is
Slugging.
Listen.
on base.
Motherfucker leads
home
in major
runs.
leagues and
That
everything.
kid is
RBIs,
23 years old.
everything.
That kid, you put him in the 4th slot, let him go, right? You put him in the 3rd slot. You put Juan Soto in front of him, watch him cook. Listen, these guys
Hey,
are
you
slowing him
two,
down.
cook this motherfucker. Cook him.
You can't.
I'm
It's
not-
not our fault. It's not our fault. Juan Soto's there. It's not our fault. Rizzo's there.
That kid is going to be the best player in baseball.
I'm not
in the next
saying
few years.
he's a
I'm with
superstar.
you.
He's
I'm
a
with you there.
superstar now.
He could be.
Put him
He's a
in
superstar.
L.A. You put him in New York. He goes through the roof. He goes through the roof.
Not
There's
everybody's
no doubt.
equipped
Listen,
to play in L.A.
listen,
or New York,
listen.
Papa.
That
He
kid
can do
is
all
ready.
that bullshit in Cincinnati.
That kid can play on the moon.
Yeah.
That kid is a 5-tool player.
Yeah.
I like Aaron Judge. I wish you guys stop sucking him off. You guys are killing me. You guys suck him off on everything. I don't understand. He hits bombs. I get it. He doesn't steal bases. Listen, let's talk about his walks.
But let me tell you,
Let's talk about his walks.
Aaron Judge can run. Don't underestimate
Yeah,
him. The
man.
problem is this.
This
Here's the thing.
this dude's
You don't
sleeping.
play center field and not be able to run.
Yeah.
The man can run. The problem
5
is that-
stolen bases.
The problem is, well, that's because he doesn't have the green light. They're stopping him from getting hurt.
Yes.
But I guarantee you one
You're
thing.
not stopping De La Cruz.
Hold on. I'll tell you one thing.
Your man is built
If it
like
was
Romaine.
if it was up to Aaron Judge, I would say he'd be the first 50-50 guy. I guarantee that. I'll tell you why. Because now and then that criteria to steal, when they throw over twice to first, they can't throw over
Yeah.
anymore. Come on. You're going to have so many 40-40 guys in baseball. Maybe this year you might have 3 40-40 or 40-50, 40-70 because The stolen bases mean nothing nowadays. It's easy.
Let me tell you a play that we saw the other day, and you saw this play with me. The guy got picked off first, whatever. He's going back to second base. The guy on first was like, throw the ball. De La Cruz said no, and he tracked him down. That kid is phenomenal. That kid gets on first. When he gets on first, he goes to third.
Oh, he's going to steal
He did a
bases.
bunt single. He did a bunt single, and literally, when I tell you he did a bunt, the guy threw the ball away to first. By the time he blinked, he was on third in like
absolutely.
3.3 seconds. That guy's phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And if he gets off the Reds, which I like the Reds. But if he goes to the Dodgers, it's going to be over for that kid. That kid's going.
Hopefully he don't get paid and then turn to shit.
No. That kid loves the game. You can see it. You can see, like you said, Juan Soto loves the game. You can see. You said earlier.
I love the game. Look what happened to me.
You love the game.
You love that shit too much, motherfucker.
No. Listen.
You love that shit like
I
this.
still love the game, and look what's going on with me.
Now let's talk about this other thing, because you said that what did Ohtani just do? He did the
30-30.
The 30-30.
Yeah. So he'll do the 40-40 easily.
So you think he'll get the 40-40 this year?
Absolutely.
So that over is going to be minus 185,
Yeah.
$2 favorite that he's going to get there this year.
Absolutely.
With the
He'll get
home
there.
runs.
He'll get there.
With the rest of the season. 10,
Absolutely.
10 more home runs, 10 more stolen
The
bases.
stolen base is nothing. I'm going to tell you why. You can steal second. You can steal third.
Yeah.
Now, on today's criteria, the pitchers can't even hold these runners on consistently. Wow. You throw it a couple of times, you're restricted to throw over anymore.
Yeah,
They just take off on you.
IQ.
The stolen bases mean nothing. If I were playing today, I would steal 60, 70 bases every year, because now it's easy. The bases are bigger. Pitchers can't throw over there but so many times. 50 bases, 60 bases ain't nothing. If I was playing today, I would say I'm going to do the 50-50, because it was very difficult. The 50 home runs would be easy. To steal 50 bases today is nothing. It's almost a given if you have any kind of speed. And if Aaron Judge, if you put his life on the line and says, can you do 50-50? Absolutely. That man can run.
That'll probably be next on his bucket list. Once he
But
got the
they're
World
protecting
Series.
him. They don't want him hurt.
Once he got a couple of World Series.
Yankees are bugging. They're not doing it. All right, listen. Let's go ahead and close this out. I want to give you, and I want you to, Rachel, I want you to put this on Jose, because I want to read this to him. Because this guy informed me that they said we can't read on here. So our fucking look. Keep commenting that we can't read. Yeah, these guys.
Loopy's coming back reporting everything.
These guys said you can't read and we can't talk. Man, you can't read or talk anything. I'm like, tell these guys.
No hablo inglés. Only español.
So I want you, Rachel, I want you to put the camera on him, because we want to give you flowers. I see enough hate out there. I want to give some love, and I want to show what I feel real class acts do when they're doing it. And I have two other very famous friends of mine that I see when they get around people that they're very kind and genuine to those people. And I'm going to read this from a guy, Stephen Mazoon, Mouzon. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm bad. I'll butcher a name in a heartbeat. This is what he said about you. You tell me if this is right or wrong. In 1993 spring training, Rangers versus Red Sox in Fort Myers, I arrived at the game just as it was starting. I entered the stadium. Jose was walking out to the on-deck circle, so I ran down behind him. I asked him for his autograph. He laughed. He said he wasn't allowed to sign during the game, or else he would get a fine. So I asked him if he would hit a home run for me. He laughed and said he'd try. On the third pitch of the at-bat, he hit a home run over the left center field wall. I was ecstatic. After crossing home plate, he looked at me, smiled, and then tipped his helmet to me. I've never been so excited in my life. During those days, the players would run the warning track in the outfield after they exited a game. Is that true?
Yes.
When Jose Canseco came out of the game, he went and did his laps, so I went down to the fence that was near the right field. When he completed those laps, he saw me, walked over to me, and asked if I would like that autograph now. He signed 5 cards for me. I still have them. I have a picture of it all. I was in complete awe. I was 13 at the time and little. His arms were as big as my head. Pause. I only came up to about mid-biceps on him. I spent my spring break at the Rangers spring training site in Port Charlotte. Back at that site, Jose and Nolan had special parking. Was that true?
Yes.
Behind the fence near the clubhouse. So that's true. All the other players had to walk through the fans to get their cars. That's pretty jacked up, but that lets you know you were a legend, right? All right, so every day I was there, Jose had a different car. I remember a red Lamborghini and a white red Porsche. That true?
Yes.
One of the things that was really cool I got to see that was Jose throwing the bullpen, and that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yes.
You really had bull. You could throw.
I tore my arm trying to throw in a game, but in the bullpen I was throwing probably upper 90s.
He said he could
I
throw
would touch
95
100
miles an
now
hour
and then.
on the mound.
But my best pitch was a knuckleball and a changeup, and I could throw all three pitches. Absolutely.
So an interesting story to know would be what this thought process was about. Were you trying? So he wants to know, what was the thought process? Were you trying to be a manager, and his manager, Kevin Kelly at the time,
Kevin
Kennedy, allowed you to do that?
Yes. Well, I was actually being groomed in spring training because I did throw in the bullpen one time. They had a gun on me to see how hard I can throw, and I was throwing mid-90s to, I think I hit 101 a couple times. But my knuckleball was tremendous. So that year in spring training, I actually threw a couple inter-squad games in the back, and they couldn't hit me. Because basically I was a knuckleball specialist throwing 100 miles an hour.
Wow.
I worked it backwards. So then I throw bullpens now and then to get ready. Then in that game when they brought me in against Boston, Kevin tells me to go warm up. Of course, we're getting killed by 12, 13, 14 runs. Kevin tells me, Jose, go warm up. You're going to come in the pitch. I went in the bullpen. I actually warmed up way too much. Now when I come in the game, I remember in my mind I wanted to be the only non-pitcher that comes into a game and throws a fastball at 100 or over miles per hour. And I'll never forget this. My first pitch, knuckleball for a ball. Then I said, here I go. The adrenaline was slowing. My first fastball I threw, I really hyperextended my arm. And as soon as I got extended, you hear a pop.
Oh, shit.
As soon as I dropped my arm down, you hear a pop like that loud. You can hear it all over the place. My arm popped. My tendon popped. I had cold chills and hot chills go through my hand. I lost basically feeling in my hand. I didn't tell anybody, but I kept on pitching. And of course, every time I throw a ball, it'd go everywhere. Literally, I had no control of my hand. Finally, afterwards, they took me out, and I was grabbing my arm, and I said, my tendon is popped. It's gone. Next day, we took an MRI. Tendon completely popped, gone. Tommy John surgery.
Right. Well, there you go. Thank you for putting that comment into our Instagram and on our stories. We like to read those. We kind of go through those and figure out what's going on. Loopy wants to go ahead and tell us something. We're going to go ahead and get out of here.
Yo, listen, to all my beautiful people, please keep subscribing. And not only subscribe, like, comment, watch. Fuck with us, man. We on in the morning, 8 in the morning West Coast time, 11 o'clock East Coast time. Fuck with us, man. We got the legend Jose. We got Top Bet Plays. It's me, Rachel on the boards. We outside. Viva Las Vegas.
All right, man. We'll see you guys on Friday. Have a great day. Boom.